Every Latin verb has 4 principal parts, and so far you have used only 3. The fourth part opens a whole new half of the verb, the passive perfect tenses and 2 fresh infinitives. Listen to one form.
Amātus sum.
That means I have been loved. By the end of this lesson, you will build it, decline it, and fold it into an infinitive. Start with the 4 principal parts of the 5 modal verbs. Take the verb meaning to love. Its parts are the present infinitive, the perfect, and the perfect passive participle.
Amo, amare, amavi, amātus.
That fourth part, the perfect passive participle, is the new one. Each verb has its own. Here are the 5, one from every modal verb.
Amātus, monotus, rectus, captus, auditus.
Drop the masculine ending from each participle, and the participial stem remains. Here the 5 stems.
Amet, monit, rect, capt, audit.
On this stem, we will raise the future active infinitive and every passive perfect tense. How are the passive perfect tenses built? In English, you already do it with 2 words, the verb to be plus a participle. I have been loved, I had been loved, I shall have been loved. Latin works the very same way. It joins the perfect passive participle to the verb meaning to be. For the perfect tense, use the present of that verb.
Amātus sum.
I have been or was loved. For the pluperfect, use its imperfect.
Amātus eram.
I had been loved. For the future perfect, use its future.
Amātus ero.
I shall have been loved. 1 participle, 3 tenses of the verb to be. Now the full inflection. Here is the perfect passive of the verb to love. All 6 persons. Singular first.
Amātus sum.
I was loved.
Amātus esse.
You were loved.
Amātus est.
He was loved. Now the plural, where the participle turns plural too.
Amati sumus.
We were loved.
Amati estis.
You all were loved.
Amati sunt.
They were loved. The participle shifts from singular to plural while the verb to be carries the person. Swap the auxiliary to the imperfect and you have the pluperfect passive. I had been loved. Singular.
Amātus eram.
I had been loved.
Amātus eras.
You had been loved.
Amātus erat.
He had been loved. Plural.
Amati eramus.
We had been loved.
Amati eratis.
You all had been loved.
Amati erant.
They had been loved. Swap once more to the future of the verb to be and you get the future perfect passive. I shall have been loved. Singular.
Amātus ero.
I shall have been loved.
Amātus eris.
You will have been loved.
Amātus erit.
He will have been loved. Plural.
Amati erimus.
We shall have been loved.
Amati eritis.
You all will have been loved.
Amati erunt.
They will have been loved. The other 4 modal verbs work identically. Keep the same auxiliaries. Only the participle changes to each verb's own fourth part.
Monitus, rectus, captus, auditus.
So advised, ruled, captured, and heard all form their perfect, pluperfect, and future perfect passive exactly as the verb to love does. Here is the key to the participle. It is half verb, half adjective. As a verb, it has tense and voice. As an adjective, it is declined like the adjective for good and agrees with its subject in gender, number, and case. Watch the ending change with the subject. A man, masculine.
Vir laudatus est.
The man was praised, a girl, feminine.
Puella laudata est.
The girl was praised, a plan, neuter.
Consilium laudatum est.
The plan was praised, 1 participle, 3 endings, matching masculine, feminine, and neuter. Make the subjects plural and the participle follows, and the verb to be becomes plural too. The men.
Viri laudati sunt.
The men were praised, the girls.
Puelle laudate sunt.
The girls were praised, the plants.
Consilia laudata sunt.
The plants were praised. 1 ending marks gender and number together, exactly like an adjective. 2 infinitives finish the lesson. First, the perfect passive infinitive. Take the participle and add the infinitive of the verb to be for the verb to love.
Amātus esse.
It means to have been loved for the verb to advise.
Monitus esse.
To have been advised, ruled, captured, and heard build it the same way. Second, the future active infinitive. To the participial stem, add the ending that makes a future participle. Then add the infinitive of the verb to be, for the verb to love.
Amātus esse.
It means to be about to love. This completes a neat set. The active infinitive has 3 tenses, each drawn from a different stem. The present from the present stem.
Amare.
To love. The perfect from the perfect stem.
Amavisse.
To have loved. The future from the participial stem.
Amātus esse.
To be about to love. 3 stems, 3 infinitives. Time to practice. I read a Latin sentence, translate it, then the answer appears. First, a perfect passive.
Fabula Andromède narrata est.
The story of Andromeda was told. Next, a pluperfect.
Agerab agricola valido aratus erat.
The field had been plowed by the strong farmer. The words after the verb name the doer, the ablative of agent. Now a future perfect.
Aurum a servo perfido ad domicilium sum portatum erit.
The goat will have been carried to his own house by the treacherous slave. One more, first person plural.
Ab ancilla tua ad cenam vocate sumus.
We were called to dinner by your maidservant. The feminine plural ending shows the speakers are women. Now the other direction, put each English sentence into Latin, then check yourself. The provinces were laid waste.
Province vastate sunt.
The field had been laid waste.
Ager vastatus erat.
The towns will have been laid waste.
Oppida vastata erunt.
The man was advised.
Vir monitus est.
The girls will have been advised.
Puelle monite erunt.
We shall have been captured.
Capti erimus.
And you will have been heard.
Auditi eritis.
Each participle agrees with its subject in gender and number, while the verb to be sets the tense. Pull it together. One new form, the fourth principal part, unlocked all of this. Its participial stem builds the future active infinitive and every passive perfect tense. The perfect adds the present of the verb to be.
Amātus sum.
The pluperfect adds its imperfect.
Amātus eram.
The future perfect adds its future.
Amātus ero.
The participle always agrees with its subject like an adjective, and 2 infinitives cap the system, to have been loved and to be about to love. With this, the passive voice stands complete in every tense. To practice what you just learned, this course has free exercises and AI graded feedback on ludium.ai. The link is in the description.